Hey everybody, Drew from All Water RC here. Just wanted to take a little time out to show you guys what I've got going on. I decided to build my own custom boat, custom build if you will. Got tired of buying the market boats and modifying them, so I figured I would just build one from scratch. So this is my first one, and I'm starting out with the Offshore Electronics Delta Force Pathfinder. I really like this particular model because it reminds me of the Skater. It's a very sleek hull design, as you can see, and again, it reminds me of the Skater, and I really like Skaters a lot. So I decided to go with this one as my first build. And so let me show you guys what I've got going on here. I got started this evening by mounting the rudder and strut. Also went ahead and just kind of ran the flex cable in the stuffing tube. It's not penetrating the hull yet, but I just kind of got it laid out so that I knew where I was going to be sitting with everything, and you know how I was going to be able to adjust up and down for this. And I figured I've got it like right where I need it to be for right now. I can make final adjustments when once I hit the water, see how it runs. But this end of it's done. I'll show you guys what I've got inside the hull. It's all pretty much laid out. Just nothing's epoxied down yet. Thinking about putting some carbon fiber Kevlar in here. It's a blue and black. I went ahead and ordered that stuff with some 2-part resin mix, and still haven't gotten that yet, so I'm really not going to be putting anything down in here permanently until that comes in. But just wanted to show you guys how I have it all laid out right now. I've got the servo mount right there, push rod, just kind of laying there in place, and the motor and O.S.E as well. So yeah, what I've got for the motor here is the Dynamite 6-pole 2000 kV motor, and I'm using the HobbyWing SeaKing 180 amp ESC, and not exactly sure what I'm going to use to power this particular one up with yet. So we'll talk more about batteries down the line, but I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I've got going on before I got too far into this build to do progression videos. So this is the first night, and again, I've got everything just kind of laid out in the hull, and went ahead and mounted the rudder and strut, and ran the flex cable through the stuffing tube up the front. So more to come on this build. I'm really looking forward to seeing this thing hit the water. This thing's approximately 29 inches, so very comparable to the Pro Boat Belize. And I'm thinking, you know, with the right prop, I've got the right motor, right ESC and batteries, 75, 80 maybe, but remains to be seen. So more to come. So I was able to figure out the measurement and placement for the hull penetration, and got that all tied into the back end of the strut, as you can see. And the next step is going to be cutting the shaft on here, so more to come on that. Okay guys, I'm back. So what I've done here is I've cut the flex shaft. As you can see, I put a tapered end on there with a bench grinder. So now I'll be able to feed it up through the stuffing tube and mate it up into the motor. So that's next. And we're back. So as you can see, I've got the flex cable now mounted into the collet, and I've got a good gap between the stuffing tube and the collet. And I've got my required gap between my drive dog and my strut. So next step for me was to mark the motor mount placements, and we'll be glassing in, or using an epoxy resin to glass it in and hold it all in place, keep it from leaking water. More to come. Hey everybody, I'm back. And as you can see, I've got it epoxy down into the hull of the boat. That's 5-minute epoxy, so I had to work with it very quick, otherwise I would have videotaped all of that. But I've got everything set in place. Now all we got to do is let this dry and go on to the next step, which will be mounting the O.S.E and getting that in place and get everything kind of prepped for wiring, so to speak. So more to come. We finally did get all the electronics laid in. Let me go ahead and open up the canopy and show you guys exactly what I did. Okay, so this operation is going to be running on 6S. I've got a 6S 5100C battery in the front. This is a 6-pole 2000 kV Dynamite marine motor. I've got the HobbyWing SeaKing 180 ESC, and I have a 25 kg servo in here. This is completely waterproof, all metal gears. Everything's metal, including the casing. And I've got a Spektrum 3-channel receiver in the weatherproof box. I've got the TFL catamaran inline rudder drive system with the stock sonic wake prop on the back end of this temporarily until I get the prop that I ordered from O.S.E. So I did get everything working. Everything's all ready to go. I've got a few more things that I want to do to the boat before I actually do a maiden run with it. Number one, I gotta change out my bullet connectors because they're a half size off from each other. One slightly, the socket's slightly bigger than the post, so that's got to be fixed. And I want to change out the battery plug on that because I have it jumped right now with the jumper inside the boat that I don't think you guys can see. But it is jumped off just to get it operating for the video. So all that's got to be changed. That'll get done today, and then we'll try to do a maiden run with the boat, possibly Saturday or Sunday, and do some video of that, and we'll see how it runs and see how fast it goes, and then take notes and make improvements from there. I finally got the carbon fiber Kevlar sheeting in today, and as you can see, that's blue and black. Pretty nice looking, huh? So I'm going to lay that on the inside of this boat hull in strips to reinforce it. That way it's a little bit more sturdier. Went ahead and ordered some resin and some hardener, and I had to purchase these titanium shears to cut the Kevlar with. So yeah, I needed a special pair of scissors just to cut that stuff. But in any case, more to come on the inlay of the boat. Let's get down to the nature of the video, which is the electronics. We are 100% complete with the electronics. I got the bullet connectors done, and I got the splitter in. And instead of actually changing this out, I just went with a female. I bought a EC5, and just bought a kit and pulled the old one off and put this on there. So this is a much better delivery system, and going down to the EC5 it's just a better way to go. EC3 is just, in my opinion, a little too thin for the type of voltage and power that I'm pushing through this boat. So we want to have as much resistance in that wiring as possible. So we'll stick with the bigger stuff. In the meantime, servo's all in, it's all tied up, ready to go. You saw that I brought it to life in the last video. So next step is getting her out on the water, and I am currently waiting for Amazon Prime to deliver the batteries. So when that happens, guess what? There might be another video before the actual maiden voyage, but we'll see. So more to come on the Delta Force Pathfinder.